26 years. This is 26 years in the making, and I regret waiting so long. It all started with Doom and Quake as boomer shooters. You spawn right in and start blasting. No real story, just action and more action in all 8-bit glory. But Half-Life revolutionized the first-person shooter with having an actual narrative story that you live through. There are no cutscenes like we know them today. You see everything through Gordon's eyes. No comments since he is a silent protagonist. No dumb commentary.
Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind!
We don't have to worry about what he is thinking because it is whatever we are thinking because we are Gordon. Along with the narrative innovation, Valve also had advanced AI for the time. NPCs acting to what you are doing in real time and tracking their movements with your eyes.
And I'm still trying to find my files. It's just one of those days, I guess.
My God, what are you doing?
Come on, Gordon. You trying to get me into trouble?
That's odd. My God, what are you doing?
You got the wrong airlock, Mr. Freeman. You know it.
And the enemies could make decisions based on the player's moves and environmental features for the most part. But this won so many awards, including 50 Game of the Years. Along with mod support, I mean Team Fortress and Counter-Strike are mods of this game, and both of those could be their own video. It had cutting-edge, real-time physics and collisions with breakable objects in the environment, ragdolling from explosions and puzzles that used those in-game collisions to solve them. It proved you could tell a story in a first-person shooter and the first use of scripted events that I have found. You see it happening in real time right in front of you.
Gordon Freeman, it is you, isn't it? The science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system. Unfortunately, so is the military. That suit of yours is full of tracking devices. Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold in there, and you'll have to hurry. It could sap your suit power in a matter of moments. If you're bent on reaching the Lambda complex, then you'll want to keep to the older industrial areas where the security system is full of holes. It's worked for me, so far.
That bit of conversation just explained why everywhere I go, there is always some military units. He also said it's cold in there and that my suit power will be affected, so I know I have to get through there quick. My suit power is going down, as you can see on the screen, and it didn't need a pop-up tutorial. He just said it. No need to take me out of the game. It informed me in a short, scripted event before the door unlocked. And some of those you can miss because you still retain control of Gordon for the entire game. You have the option to just ignore it or keep walking. The game's fandom is very much dedicated to it, even after all of this time. Like, when I was playing, someone in chat linked me to a spreadsheet that he's been working on for months with every piece of media, knowledge for Half-Life. And if you want to see all 782 rows of this, the link will be in the description below. This could be considered a turning point, not only with shooters, but in gaming as a whole. Valve got a hold of the Quake engine and modified it to do what they needed to do, and the payoff from it was this becoming one of the greatest games of all time. It starts off with you being a semi-normal guy, Gordon Freeman. I say semi-normal since he has a PhD in physics from MIT, and I'm assuming he got a full ride scholarship for being on the track team since he is fast, like real fast. But more on that later. But something relatable is that he is...
Mr. Freeman, looks like you're running late.
That he is running late for work, and we've all been there. You're riding a tram into the Black Mesa facility, and as you do, it builds the world. You see day-to-day operations, you hear announcements about stuff. It makes it feel like a normal, just the business as usual type of day. You meet the lead scientist. They are talking about a pristine sample for today's test and that the higher-ups are expecting results. Seems par for the course for a research lab. Then you see some equipment breaking.
What the hell is going on with our equipment?
It wasn't meant to do this.
It's not made to do that. Weird. Oh, more scientists.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures today, Gordon. Yes, but with good reason.
That's not sus.
This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
Now, if you follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that, although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely.
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional.
I don't need to hear all this. That's not sus at all. The other guy said it was going to be fine, right? Right?
And everything was not fine.
It's not shutting down. It's not.
Wrong. It's all wrong. Don't trust the government, kids. This ends up opening a portal between Earth and an alien world called Zen with an X. You only end up surviving because of the HEV suit. Sexy. Sultry. Shiny. Orange. Suit. I can't do this fucking bit. I've tried like 10 times. That's the best you're getting. That suit is a Chad. And speaking of Giga Chads, 96% of everyone watching this isn't subscribed. So if you like this content, hit that subscribe button and like the video so that I know to make more of these. You are in fights with aliens and grunts, and all the while this creepy guy, only known as the G-Man, keeps showing up without a care in the world. Why, I am not entirely sure, but it started to feel like he was checking in on my progress as I worked my way through all the enemies. What are the enemies? Glad you asked. Since the game doesn't really explain them, I will. On the human side, you have the military. They have grunts, helicopters, some tanks. They also have black ops. On the alien side, you have E.T. These dudes, when you kill them, their dicks fall out. Turtles, they look like turtles. Apparently they're under E.T.'s mind control, so some of them are just not aggressive if they are not being controlled. And I learned this looking up this list, so the ones I beat to death with my trusty crowbar weren't bugged like I originally thought. They literally didn't want to fight. Oops, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Alligator. That big thing. This boss I called Spider-Bag. Fleshlit Gussie, alien Gussie, Gussie. Let's go with that. Also, when you kill them, parts of your co-workers like Jan from Accountant fall out. Rumor has it that she wanted her remains spread around at Disney World, but specifically requested to not be cremated. So at least the Gussie made it easier for her family to respect her last wishes. Someone in chat called them head crabs, so I went with that. They latch onto your head and turn you into a zombie. And, you know, the zombies. You also got a swamp piranha. And these squirrels. Okay. Hear me out. It does electric boom things, and it has these blue marks on it. Do you know what else has these blue marks on it? Toby Kadachi from Monster Hunter, which is an electric squirrel. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I will not be taking any questions. Also, did you know Ted's not an actual person? It's a and the final boss is a baby. So anyway, while you are taking out all of these things, the government sends in Black Op assassins to take out everyone. The aliens, the grunts, the scientists, and you. Eventually, you get caught and end up in the trash compactor and left for dead a la Star Wars. When you get out of there, you fight your way to the biological waste processing plant and into a secret part where you learn that the scientists knew about this the entire time. And they have been collecting these aliens from Zen with an X for God knows how long. I will talk about that in a minute. So you find some scientists that want you to go to the alien world and kill a baby since it's keeping the portal open.
We're collected from the border world and brought back this way. Before the survey members started being collected themselves, we suspect there is an immense portal over there, created by the intense concentration of a single powerful being. You will know it when you see it. I hate to say this, but you must kill it if you can.
Yeah, you'd better kill it.
You make your way through and a bunch of aliens. You kill Spider-Bag. good. That's right! That's right! Undefeated! Abort the baby and teleport out. Oh. Did I do it? Is he dead? Is he dead? Or is this phase 2? Is he dead right now? Is he dead? He's dead, isn't he? Run into the G-Man.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it.
And he feels not quite human when he starts talking. It's like he's trying to act human.
Then
It was something at first I chalked up to it being a game from the 90s, but I couldn't write that off that easy. Then the rest of the subtleties of the game's moment started popping out at me. These crabs in the cages. At first I thought they were crabs because those things are everywhere. But the pieces started to get connected for me, like how did the big guys end up in the tubes? The scientists must have put them there before all of this happened. But why? Where did they get them? All of these questions were going through my mind as I jumped into the portal to Zen with an X. And my suspicions were confirmed when I discovered the encampments and found those dead bodies wearing those sexy, shiny... I still can't fucking do it. All of those moments I wrote off because of the age of the game and the other games I played from that time. But this was different. I didn't appreciate it while it was happening, but things like the only time you don't control Gordon is when you get captured, and that lasted about a minute. But instead of cutscenes, you controlled everything. You would run into scripted events that let you know what was happening. The NPCs called you by name and reacted to things that you do, or tracking you while you go across the room. I did notice a lot of these things in the other standalone games like Opposing Force and Blue Shift. If you want me to do videos on those or the rest of the Half-Life series, let me know down below. The nostalgia runs high with this for me. Although I never played Half-Life before, it reminded me of Doom and Wolfenstein on those 3.5-inch floppies. Some of y'all will probably know them better as the save icon. I used to play Doom at my friend's house after school since I didn't have a computer at home of my own. But when we did end up getting one a while later, I brought a floppy over so he could give me a copy of Doom, and I ran home to play it. But it didn't work because he actually just made a copy of the shortcut. So I had to head back to his house and we got his older brother to help me. Then I was set to play that game, and honestly, games for the rest of my life. It's part of why I'm on YouTube right now talking about a 26-year-old game. With this game, there is no hand-holding, even if it leaves you lost wondering what to do. Chat helped me out a lot with some of the things, like shooting the railroad signs to change the tracks after riding in a circle for a solid 12 minutes. I appreciate it letting me figure out things for myself and treat me like I have some intelligence. When most games today go out of its way to show you in every single little thing, it's a tutorial screen, or they light up the path with arrows screaming, over here, over here. Or the player character will comment if you are going the wrong way. Showing, not telling has become the golden rule in media. It's why I'm putting up examples of what I'm talking about on the screen as we go so you can see it instead of just hearing me talk about it. And this game does it so much, I feel like I shouldn't call it a game, but an experience. Since you are in control for all of it, things happen in real time, like a bridge falling down. There's no zoom back from the player to frame the bridge falling so you know it's going to. It just does it. Sometimes you're on it, sometimes you're not. And dying to that doesn't feel bad because every death in the game is your fault. You feel the responsibility for it. There is no gimmicks, you just got. And you learn to not do that again. They do have some things that pop up at you in a jump scare type of move, but you learn a lesson from it, like not moving in a vent when the flashlight's recharging. Some enemies aren't meant to be killed, but circumvented. Others have to be trapped and killed, like in this section you have to go through to the power room after you turn some other stuff on, and when it chases you, you flip a button to overcharge some equipment and you kill that big guy. Since none of the weapons you have will damage it, or you have to avoid a helicopter until you find a rocket launcher through this outdoor section. I died a lot. I died so much. I stopped counting at 300 and something, and every one of them was somehow my fault. Even if I'm slow to learn the lesson, because I was so used to modern games and their hand-holding, I didn't learn a thing, would try the same thing over and over again with the same result. Am I dumb, or has modern gaming made me stupid? Trick question. I'm ADD and can't focus. Each gunfight has multiple tactics to win. Well, okay, there's only one way to win. Bullets. But what type of bullets? You have a crowbar for hitting them up close, a crossbow for stabbing them but down the hall, and if you want to punch them from across the room with metal, you have a revolver, Glock 17, SMG that also shoots grenades, and a shotgun. You want to explode them? Trip mines, RPGs, grenades, and remote satchel charges. What about going nuclear? You have the glue-on gun and the towel cannon. Their ammo's depleted uranium. Feel like getting weird? Throw bugs at something. It will bite them, then explode. Or you can use a severed alien's hand and shoot ticks at them that also go boom. The lack of guardrails and hand-holding is a breath of fresh air for 95% of the game, but I personally wanted mine a couple, hey, this has 2 fire modes, or pro tip, you can shoot that sign to switch the track direction. Nothing major, maybe even have an NPC say it or do it, like when you first get on the rail, have one of the Barneys say you can shoot it or just shoot it himself to show me. But that's a small nitpick in the grand scheme of things with how good this game is, especially now since you can just look things up. The combat as a whole is pretty good. The AI responds in better ways than what you would think they would. And they have fire and maneuver type tactics, and in a game this old, that's great. I know it was state of the art at the time, and it took years for the other industries to catch up. But it takes everyone a while to catch up to Dr. Freeman, since he is fast, like ridiculously fast. His speed made even the most basic platforming difficult, along with some other areas just being a bit tougher to walk through. So, for my final thoughts, this game is a masterpiece. Even with all the time that has passed, it still holds up gameplay-wise. It has a narrative that tons of people still adore to this day. It sent a spark that ignited the industry into what it is right now, with several games starting off in mods from the engine, and being the literal backbone for games that are still enjoyed today, like Team Fortress or Counter-Strike. The best way I can put this is, think of a used luxury car, 20 years old, but since it was top of the line back in the day, there's still some features that most cars are just starting to have today, like heated seats, steering wheels, letting you and the passenger pick different temperatures for what the AC is on, and what have you. But things like that being almost standard today had to come from somewhere. With Half-Life doing scripted sequences, which also turned into cutscenes almost all games today have, or AI that responds to what you are doing in real time, either friend or foe, down to the game actually having an intriguing narrative. These things were rare back then and have slowly made its way into every game, just like the tech in that old luxury car from 20 years ago, slowly becoming standard today. It all had to come from somewhere, and most can be traced back to Doom, Quake, and Half-Life. Thanks everybody for sticking to the end. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hit that thumbs down twice so that I know that you mean it. Give me a comment, give me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.